Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Gordke here again. In this video, I will speak to you about warrior mind wisdom called higher teachings. The higher teachings are interesting concepts, and we will just jump into this. The higher teachings of warrior mind wisdom are many, but I will keep concise here, keep short and smart. A few important principles. Life is the most valuable asset, most valuable value of all of us. You must always remember this, including your own life, the life of others, and even the life of your attacker. We need to understand that everything has a purpose in existence and that we are not here to change that purpose. This applies to attackers as well. Their lives should be valued as much as possible. However, it is essential to recognize that attackers may force you to no longer honor their lives, and when that happens, it's entirely their fault. You are not guilty of anything. This is the first higher teachings of warrior mind wisdom. So you are not guilty of anything. If you need to end the life of your attacker because they force you to, you are not guilty of anything. This is the first higher teaching of warrior mind wisdom. Life is light, and sometimes we all aspire to representing the life of all living things. But alongside this life exists darkness, and this darkness is death. You must accept that death is always present around us, and in the midst of fighting, death and dying become very close companions to you and your attacker. As warriors, we confront death more frequently than average person and potential attackers. We seek to master life, yet each of our techniques carries a deadly edge. We are also masters of deadly skills. In training ourselves this way, we grow more accustomed to reality of death. Each of our training sessions embodies both light and darkness, life and death. The victory of life over death occurs in every workout. We possess special techniques that can easily take another person's life. Our journey begins alongside death. But we do not kill, thus we walk in the life as well. We walk with the life as well. This reflects the second higher teaching of warrior mind wisdom. We possess special techniques that can easily take another person's life, and our journey brings us alongside death, but we do not kill, thus we walk with the life as well. This reflects the second higher teaching of warrior mind wisdom. In real life, however, there may be situations where it's impossible to spare life, and in such cases darkness may become only choice. This is not morally wrong, regardless of how society may perceive it. It should be understood that all things dies, all people dies, everybody dies, and everything dies, and this is a natural part of existence. Life is eventually extinguished for everything. It is unnatural, however, when attackers place themselves in situations when they risk death through their actions. Conversely, it is entirely natural to defend yourself against attacks. Thus, life and death, the light and darkness are constantly intervened in our existence, often without our awarenesses. This is the third higher teachings of warrior mind. The life and death, light and darkness are consistently intervened in our existence, often without our awareness. This is the third higher teaching of warrior mind wisdom. Persistent practitioners of warrior arts evolve into extraordinary individuals in every respect. You must accept the natural life cycle of death and rebirth. Additionally, understand that at times you may have to forcibly break this cycle if there is no other options. Be prepared for such moments. As warriors, we do not seek to harm anyone, and I hope you will never have to hurt anyone. By being ready for deadly actions, the warrior travels the path of goodness with little measures as a last resort. Yet light and darkness coexist within the warrior, who knows no fear, no surrender. This being is a true warrior. This is fourth higher teaching of warrior mind. Light and darkness coexist within the warrior, who knows no fear or no surrender. This being is the true warrior. This is fourth higher teaching of warrior mind wisdom. The one who wields their skills and knowledge determines the path they will take, the way of light or the way of darkness. Sometimes you must choose one path, and other times you may need to choose the other, but always return to the path of light. Be aware that any hesitation in life and death scenario and situations can lead to fatal consequences to your death or that of your loved ones. Therefore, embrace a mindset of no hesitation, no surrender, no pain, no fear, aggressive action, and only victory. For the warrior, surrender is non-existent concept. Never, never, never. No matter what happens, remember that there is always a way. This is the fifth higher teaching of warrior mind wisdom. For the warrior, surrender is non-existent concept. No matter what happens, remember, there is always a way. This is the fifth higher teaching of warrior mind wisdom. The next higher teaching is the meaning of life for the true goodness warrior. For a true goodness warrior, the essence of life is to become a powerful and healthy human being capable of selflessly helping others. It is about embodying the role of goodness warrior at all times. The secret lies in the fact that only very strong and virtuous individuals can achieve this, and the only path to that state is through the warrior mind wisdom way, also known as the goodness warrior way. You can find these teachings within Cobran Warrior Arts, or maybe you can find them anywhere else, but I don't think so. The higher teachings of life and death. With persistent practice, strong and rigorous training will elevate you to a profound spiritual state, characterized by concentration on your tasks and absence of ordinary distractions. Rejoice in life above all. Live it fully, chase your dreams, engage in what you love, and embrace happiness. This is what healthy life entails, and it is. At the same time, be prepared to anticipate death at any moment in any environment, but do not dwell on fear. Why? The answer lies in one of my own experiences during training, which I will now share. Why I am not afraid of death and dying. Through many years of practicing martial arts, I have grown accustomed to the concept of death. My training and study of Cobran Warrior Arts have saved my life numerous times during wartime, accidental falls, and various situations during my days as a bouncer, soldier, police officer, special force member, professional security guard and bodyguard, and private investigator and crime investigator and security manager. I have learned to make quick and effective decisions that have kept me safe during everyday action life. The pivotal moment in my understanding of death came during a strange experience I had while practicing alone in the wilderness in one very nice woods in my country. I trained intensely for several hours without rest, completely focused on my Cobran kinesis exercises, repeating them meticulously. Suddenly, I entered a profound state of mind and body. I was practicing powerful kicks, punches, shadow boxing, and weapon training for what felt like hours, all in solitude, amid the tranquility of the nature. In that moment, I felt as though my body was moving like the wind. Everything I envisioned was executed effortlessly and perfectly. I experienced myself in two planes of existence. One part of me, actually one me, not part, one me was observing from above, somewhere from above, while the other was grounded in practice on the ground. From that elevated perspective, I watched as my physical self performed unimaginable feats, flying through the air, executing incredible kicks and acrobatics, and showcasing martial art techniques that I could not achieve on my own, and never couldn't done them. After a while, I decided it was enough, and in an instant I was back to being just one gourd on the ground. Yet I retained that sense of greatness and heavenly glory with me. In this state, when I was somewhere in other level, in other plane of existence, and I was in my body, but I was somewhere up, looking on that gourd down. Whatever this upper person, me, on the heaven. Whatever I wanted, this ground God did it. Whatever I imagined, He did it. I want to do flip. I want to do flying kick. I want to do some turning stuff. Turning. I was just flying and doing everything what I imagined with my body, but I imagined everything up there in the heaven. That hidden state of strength and clarity has eluded me in my trainings lots of times, and surfacing only sometimes during real fights or moments when I saved others. Those feelings are now ingrained in me, and they never leave. They never left. From this experience, I concluded that the true warrior, of which I consider myself as a part, is indestructible. While physical harm may destroy my body, nothing can touch my spirit, soul, energy, or essence. In the moment of deadly combat, I am not present in the way others perceive. My body may be there, but my true self exists in another realm, directing my body's actions, and as if I were controlling a drone from the sky. That's interesting, and that's a very nice experience. And if I am elsewhere, how can someone kill me? Therefore, I do not fear death or life. Instead of succumbing to fear, I savor every breath I take, and should I die, I will do so with the joy. This is my experience and belief. It may not resonate with you and with everyone, and it doesn't have to, but I hope it can provide insights into these matters. I know now that I am indestructible. Pure energy cannot be destroyed, and I am the warrior. I am the warrior of light, and light is energy, and you cannot destroy the light and energy. You can destroy the body, but I had this experience of existence in another plane, in the heaven. So why worry? And I will tell you another story. I had one of my warrior friends was shot badly with the bullets, with the grenade shrapnels all over the body, and and really badly, and he was lying and dying, and still in this dying state of dying. Some enemy soldiers came close, and he managed to kill those 3 soldiers around him. And then he was just telling me, Gord, I know I'm dying, because I was like five years of fighting in war, and I was a medic, and so lots of people died, and I exactly knew I'm dying. And what happened? I died. And I went in heaven, in the one beautiful place when everything was beautiful, and he saw beautiful place. He was in heaven. He saw by his word, he saw Jesus over there, and he was dead. And but he was given a choice: you can come back and finish your work on earth, and or you can stay here. It was like that, and he decided, if that is so beautiful, he told me, Gord, I decided immediately, if that is so beautiful, why worry? I don't have to worry about dying. I'm going back. I will survive, and I will finished my job on earth. And he suddenly went alive, and our friends came, Medivac came, and they saved him. They patched his wounds. Of course, this recovery was long lasting, like for years, because he was severely wounded and really badly hurt. But now this man is spreading his teachings and spreading the goodness all over the world, from Croatia to United States, and he is a miracle. And he knows exactly what happened when he died. Nothing happened. He was in heaven, in the real heaven, and that's why he decided, that is no big issue, because it's very beautiful up there. So he decided to come back to continue this suffering living on the earth. And that's the warrior mind, and that's the warrior spirit, and that's the Croatian warrior mind and Croatian warrior spirit. And you cannot learn anywhere this kind of warrior spirit except here in the Croatian warrior arts, from Croatian warriors who endured hardships of life, who endured everything, and who actually were dead and back alive. So from our experience, you can benefit enormously. Just you need to be on the path of goodness, righteousness, and never surrender. For this video enough. See you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, stay beautiful, stay powerful, stay mighty. You are worthy, and spread love. And remember, who do you love? You never hurt people. Who do you love? Never. Just not for an inch. Just spread love, and that's that. And love doesn't have any conditions. Love is not naive. Love is beautiful. See you around. God K out. Crow Brand.